All right, well, welcome everybody. I'm Carlos Alonso-Niemeyer. I'm with Reflex Lighting. I am delighted to present to you today a product called Define Series. This product has come at a very good time for us because it's from Eaton Lighting, and it finally fills in a void that we had to offer a complete package on a linear system. So for us, it's very important to go back and start using this product and being able to promote what Eaton has and the strengths of Eaton, and being able to bring a product that is going to fill a very important void in what we have to offer. Neoray is a company from Eaton Lighting, formerly Cooper Lighting, and it was purchased a couple of years ago. It was incorporated into Cooper. It's based out of Denver, and now it's part of the Eaton family. They have gone through a couple of interactions in terms of manufacturing. Several factories have joined together and have been housed in this Denver facility. They had a couple of growing pains a couple of years ago, but now they're really up and running. And the reason why I chose this product to present to you is because we have finally something that we can really go out and put all of our efforts behind, okay? And let me tell you why. This family Define really had its inception in a project in New York. This is a picture of Condé Nast at the big Liberty Tower in New York. They did about 20 to 30 floors using this product on a recess basis. And they wanted to have something that had very complicated angles. It was recess, it was fast. And Neoray developed this product with their team in New York. And at the time that they were developing the product, they thought, wait a second, we can create a full family of products that can really be mainstream for architectural applications at a good competitive price and produced in a very fast way. And I'm going to show you how that gets done. So this is a picture of that application. I will be passing you the brochure that you can also download on the web, but this is a very important product for you to have. It's fantastic. The literature just came out, first class from them. One of the important things about this product is that it can really be mounted and applied in different ways and in different applications. As you can see in this picture, we have both embedded and products on the wall for direct view. You can have it recessed on the ceiling. You can have it pendant as well too. The corners, as you can see, are one single piece, so you don't have problems in terms of how they fit out. Pricing wise, the corners are priced just as a linear product as well too, which makes it very competitive. You don't have to have adders on that side. It's all made again in Denver, and I'm going to show you how they put this together as well too. So this is a great picture of an application for them. They have taken the next step of not just recess, but now how can you expand that by having the product on a pendant basis, which is the latest addition to what they have in the products as well. So this is a picture to show you some capabilities of the product. Also, they're able to do shapes, which is something that they didn't have before and is needed in the market with all the capabilities that they offer as well too. So a great shot for you to see. You can find the information online, and the spec sheets actually now give you the option of how to put this together. One of the important things that they did is they had a full family of apertures. They call it the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that basically is the size on top of the housing of itself. There's a lot of, in the industry, there's a lot of terms. Everybody calls their 2-inch and the 4-inch just nominal, but the size actually varies a lot. In this nomenclature, it's exactly that, and you can see it right here, these 3 and 4 and 5. Only their 1 inch is really 1.5, but they make it consistent. And as you can see, they offer now the options to have the product recess. You can have it surface mount, pendant mount, wall mounted, very important as well too, and then being able to have different types of installations and geometries as well too. On the recess side, one of the things that really has made this product a great viable solution for Eaton is that the way that the product is made, and you can see these pictures on my slide, they have extrusions on the sides that match the different types of ceiling grids or applications that you're going to use. By having that, they don't have to have a warehouse full of already made extrusions. What they do is they have profiles for different types of ceiling types. So when an order comes in, they just put the type of profile, they attach it together, and then they have these clamps that you see here that make the product together. And that's how they can make it very, very fast. Not only that, by doing this, they are able to offer quite a few options for installation. Mod-in, different ceiling types, and one particular characteristic, which is how do you make the product in a finished ceiling? And this is something that has come a lot with architects and new interior designers, where they have slot ceilings, wood ceilings, metallic ceilings, and they want to have the fixtures literally floating inside of the space. And how do you do that? In the past, people or other manufacturers will just use a suspended fixture and they just have it hanging in the middle. In this particular case, the product actually can fit inside of these special ceilings and disappear or be at the same level as the ceiling plane. It's fantastic, great option. In this particular case, you see two options, a flange mounting and then an ACP ceiling. This can be done very easily with the Define series. Fantastic, very versatile come from the recent side. As I mentioned before, they offer several types of apertures, several types of mountings, and something that just came out, and this is one of the reasons why I was very excited to see this product, is that they are able now to incorporate different performance optics on the products. So it's not just a blob or a 120-degree distribution on top. Now they're able to offer a bat wing, a very wide distribution for their suspended product. They really came out with something that is new. Well, it's been in the market for a while, but for Neoray, it's new, and for us, it's a great tool.
Do they have that now, Carlos?
They have right now, and I'm going to talk about that. That's something that just came out, and it's going to be very important for us going forward. Also, the asymmetric distribution that you can have to highlight a wall. You can have the pendants. Imagine the product at the perimeter of a space and having the uplink distribution on an asymmetric basis. I mean, this product now is very versatile, and you can see that in this key that I show you in my slide. One of the ways that they were able to accomplish this is basically by having a special lens that is going to offer that asymmetric distribution for the downward component as well too, as you can see on this slide. And it's basically part of the pendant product that you see as well. All right, you can see that on the slide. Likewise, on the upward distribution, they have come up with a lens over solution to offer the bat wing distribution or asymmetric. This is critical because in this competitive market where pendant products, as you're going to see that later on when I show you some of the competitors, is a very crowded market, and the way to really take it to the next level and be specified at a higher level, you need to offer this type of distribution, and I'm going to show you this right now. So think about this. These products, when they are being suspended, a performance product needs to be able to have a uniform ceiling when you enter in the space as well. This is a picture of a typical application. On the left, you see an office with just a 120-degree option, and then I modeled that as well in AGI, so you will see that. I'm showing you two types of distribution from IES. On one side, you have the 120-degree on both up and down, and the other side, I have a very wide distribution of a bat wing. In this particular one, it's not the one from Define, but it's another product from Eaton, their Wavestream series as well. But I wanted you to see this difference. So I'm showing you here two comparisons. This is just a 120-degree distribution up and down, and there is about 7 to 8 to 1 uniformity on the ceiling, as you can see here, mounted 16 feet on center. And then when you see the upward distribution with the bat wing, that uniformity changes completely. So now we have less than 4 to 1 on that ceiling space. And as you can see, I'm going to go back. You see the shadows on the ceiling. For regular projects and regular customers, probably this is not a big issue, but when we take these products to specification market, this is very, very important because this is what is going to take our products to a different level. So not only are we able to offer all the different options, but now we have a performance product to compete very, very aggressively. Let me talk about now some of the price points that we have for the product. On the Reese's version, on the small version, we have about $60 per linear foot. That is on a DN basis as well. Very aggressive, very competitive. It has a remote driver in this particular case because of the size. On the rest, 2 to 5, Reese's, it's between $7 to $75 per linear foot. This is on a DN basis as well too. Very, very aggressive pipes, and we've been selling this for a long time. Now, on the specification type of product, now we're talking on the next level. Now, we have anywhere between 90 to 95 on just one direction, and about 110 and 115 on 2 boards on the other side. It is a little bit on the upside. On very, very large projects, we can negotiate on that as well too, and that's at a 10% DN as well. So, let me, before I go to competitors, let me tell you a little bit more about the product as well, okay? So, I've shown you already the construction of how it's being put together. They offer different types of lenses, which is important for us. They have a regress and protruding lens as well too. We have a big application of this product in Boston at the Terminal B as well too. Yes, go ahead.
Quick question. So you talked a lot about the lenses
Yep.
and how they're using the lens to get asymmetrical
Yep.
film. Now, when they came out with the product initially, there was lens fitment issues, and the solution was those clips that go in.
Yep.
Are they still doing that?
Perfect question, because I'm going to tell you about that too. So your question is, what have they done in terms of that special lens that they use for lightings, okay? So, and this is important, we have this product installed at Terminal B in Boston. A lot of 4-foot and 8-foot sections. The smaller runs do not need to have the end pieces, which literally just look like this. It's a little cover. Because on the small extrusions, the contraction and expansion is not a big issue. But when you have very large runs, 18 plus feet, what happens is that there's a contraction of about 1/8 of an inch that could happen. And a lot of manufacturers have different ways of addressing that. The way that Neoray did it is they offered an alternate piece that goes on the end so that you can basically just cover that space. For my experience, lighting designers do not like that option, so never show that option, okay? Do not come in with that as a lead. That is a back of the house solution just in case somebody is complaining about that particular lighting. Every manufacturer has it, a couple of them address it in different ways, but that's something that they have done. On the lensing and the symmetric lensing, it's just going to be the same issues apply for that, all right? Now,
don't they ship all their fixtures with those clips?
yes, they can throw them away too.
But don't they cut their lens to accommodate the clips?
No, it's an extra, and I've had that as an option exactly because of that. If you go to the application in the Terminal B in Boston, you'll be able to see that as well too. So with the clips are there too. So I have an example of the clip here, so people can see it as well too. This is on the suspended version, and I was going to show you the construction of the product. The suspended is different from the Reese's because they don't keep the extrusions as they keep on the Reese's. But as you can see, they were very clever on the way that they were able to have this triangle that holds the integrity throughout the length of the product to avoid that bending on the product as well too. So I'm going to pass this along so you get to see that as well too. It's only on the flush lens. They also have the regress and a pendant. Again, the flush. And another detail that is very important is how clean they are able to have their mounting, their pendant. You see that? It completely disappears when you're looking at it, all right? And it just comes on a grip. So it doesn't have that Y that has diminished, the appearance of products that we'll see on a pendant as well too. We have here a J-Loom legacy product as well that still has that Y, and this is definitely an upgrade for that as well too. One of the challenges in the past is that regular printers, when they came out to the market, they basically had only a LED board exposed on top with 120 degrees, as we mentioned before, which in certain application is okay, but now with the requirement of having better products, needs to definitely improve, and now they have improved that, having that lens on top as well too, okay? This is a nice example of having the drop lens as well, okay?
Can you put the drop lens on the top?
That's a good question. Can you put the drop lens on the top to have up and down? Maybe in a PDR modification. You could probably do something like that too, just to make it more attractive. That would be a good question to follow. I'm gonna go I'm gonna do this. Just
Yeah,
expand.
that's what I was thinking,
Yeah.
it kind of has that same,
Up and under.
yeah.
So this is just an example of the regular 120. You see how that cut, so you definitely need to have the lens on the top, and we have a couple of them here too, for you to see as well. Now, all the specifications are online. The documentation is extensive. They have different lumen packages, which is a very good option as well too. Dimming standard, 0 to 10 volts. Very versatile as a product. We can now go into the marketplace and promote this product and compete against any project with just one brand, which is something that we've been asked before, because some of our competitors are able to do that. And here is just a picture of who is competing with us in this market as well too. Various brands at different price points as well too, but only a few offer this complete family where you can have one name, one standard product for every single application. Definitely, LumenWorks has become, at least in the Boston market, a force to reckon with. Finelight and Pinnacle are the brands that really are competing against us in price and application and breadth of the product as well too. So this is for you to see.
You guys run into
Axe is a little bit more expensive. They do have all the options, and we have companies, for example, GammaLux at a higher price as well too. So it's not really. This is a product that not only does it provide a very competitive price, it can ship very, very fast, but it has that performance and the completeness as a line. And that's where we're trying to come up with something instead of trying to piece together solutions on a job too, as well as we have to compete many, many times. So, if any of you has any other questions.
Is the product DLC listed?
Yes, the product DLC listed. They have many, many versions and different power outputs. Some of them, the most competitive products and the quick ship as well too, they do have DLC as well too. Just a matter of looking into
The only
that.
one that I noticed that wasn't on there was the indirect direct.
You just have to check.
It meets the requirements, but yes, it
It's
doesn't
not
show
listed yet, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, one of the things, if you knew that, or if you didn't know that, Eaton is the company that has the most DLC listed products. They have a very aggressive program that just keeps upgrading the products, and most likely, if it meets the benchmark, it should be just on the pipeline, ready to do that as well too.
But if it meets the benchmark, they can still submit it for a rebate.
Absolutely, absolutely. If it meets the benchmark, you can go to the utilities and show and demonstrate that the product qualifies. It's a little bit of a lengthier process, but you can do it as well too. So.
Tell us, where does this come from? Does it come? What factory?
Where is this coming from? Again, it's coming from Denver, actually. The Denver factory.
Denver.
Yes. All right. Excellent. Well, I want to thank you very much. I hope you sell a lot of Neoray and Define. It's a new brand for us as well too. Oh,
Who's
yes.
the Neoray guy now?
Who's the, well, they have changed.
Who's the new Travis?
The new Travis. No, they have Bill O'Connor is picking up as well too. They haven't assigned somebody as the new Travis, but this is more on the inside now, not so much of the presentation. What? Oh, for technical questions. Right now it's Travis as well too. So and tech.
Yeah.
And tech.
I think so, don't they?
They
They all have
got
one.
like